Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the Mosin Dude here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the venerable CZ-52. Now when it comes to firearms, the Czech were like no other. They were a part of the Warsaw Pact, as many of you may or may not know. Back in the 50s up until I believe 1991 is when Berlin Wall and all that came down. But during that time frame, the Czech like doing their own things when it comes to firearms. They were not the standard quo kind of combloc firearms that you would expect. As you can see here, this one looks pretty weird. I'll roll in some close-ups so you guys can see it. But the things that the Czechs did, for the most part, is they did still use the combloc ammunition. It's kind of like NATO, how we all use the same NATO ammunition, 9mm, 5.56 NATO, and then 7.62 by 51 NATO. It's kind of like that, but we all design our own firearms. The Czechs were very much in line with that doctrine. They would design their own firearms, but still use the same Soviet ammunition, and that's what this firearm here uses. It's nothing in the chamber, so we're good there. It's actually pretty cool. It's got a decocker on it, as you can see. I'll get you another look at that. Push the little decock there, drops the hammer. Pretty cool. But it uses the 7.62 by 25, which is a screaming little round bottleneck cartridge. The Soviets designed this for the PPD originally, which was like around 1940, I believe. And then obviously the PPS H41 that everyone knows, and then the PPS 43, along with a handgun or two, the TT33 and stuff like that. But enough with the history on that portion. Like I said, the Czechs kind of did their own thing, and they designed a pretty interesting firearm. So as you saw, it has a hammer decock. It's also a roller delayed, which is pretty interesting. Most pistols of this time frame that were semi-automatic, the 1911, TT33, I believe the P38 as well, those were all blowback designs. And this was kind of revolutionary in the fact that it uses that roller delayed, much like the German MP5, which would come later on. So this is one of the first firearms that I know of that uses a roller delay action, which is pretty cool. It makes for a smooth operating system. The recoil is, I fired about 3 or 4 rounds out of this already, just kind of get a feel for it, see where it was shooting, and it's pretty tame shooting that 7.62 by 25. So let's bust off a couple rounds here and you guys can see this gun in action, and we'll talk about it a little more. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, the little CZ-52 is a pretty neat gun, I must say. That 7.62 by 25 is pretty potent. I wish you guys could hear it. The concussion from this thing, it sounds like a little cannon going off, and it echoes in this little valley that I'm in, which is pretty sick. It's a pretty weird firearm, I'll admit, for my conventional Glock and SIG taste. Having that mag release, the Hill mag release right here on the bottom is kind of weird to me. But, I mean, I guess it works. I like the button safety that us Americans are accustomed to, but, you know, like I said, they're pretty weird about their firearm stuff like that. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. My 1954 CZ-52, it's all parts matching, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy shooting this a little more, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below of this unique firearm, and what I should do with it next. If I should start shooting some watermelon or Coke or anything like that with that potent 7.62 by 25. Guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Always remember where you came from and to stay humble. So Mosin Dude, we'll see you next time.